The healed child creates worlds, a message for the chosen ones. What if the wound you spent years healing was never a wound at all, but the door to your greatest power? They told you that you were too sensitive, too dreamy, too much. They called it a weakness, that you felt everything so deeply, that your mind never stopped building castles out of thin. But here's what they didn't know. That was your superpower activating. The chosen ones carry something most people can't understand, a child inside them who never stopped believing in the impossible. While the world tried to condition that wonder out of you, through disappointment, through betrayal, through the slow grind of growing up, something in you held on, and when you did the work, when you went back and loved that little version of yourself, heard their voice, honored their grief, gave them the safety they never had, something alchemized. Your inner child doesn't just hold your pain, they hold your original vision. The unfiltered, unconditioned, divine blueprint of who you came here to be. When you heal that child, you don't just find peace. You recover the most radical creative force on earth. Imagination, untouched by fear. That is what most adults have lost. That is what the chosen ones reclaim. Divine imagination is not daydreaming. It is not wishful thinking. It is the language God uses to speak through human hands. When your inner child is healed, you gain access to a frequency of creation that bypasses logic, bypasses limitation, bypasses what's realistic. You begin to see what doesn't exist yet, not as fantasy, but as instruction. And it moves through you in 3 ways. Visionary perception. You see the finished version of things before they are built. Businesses, art, movements, systems, they arrive to you whole. This isn't delusion. This is prophecy in the form of quantum magnetism. A healed heart doesn't just want things, it calls them. Your imagination, rooted in genuine wholeness rather than trauma or lack, operates as a signal tower. The right people, resources, and timing bend toward you. Sacred originality. You stop copying because you can't. The ideas that come through a healed, childlike imagination are genuinely new. The world hasn't seen them yet. That's why you feel different. Because you are. Now let me speak plainly about what happens when you rise into this power. People will notice, and not everyone will celebrate you for it. The envy you feel around you is not random. It is a mirror of your light. You cannot be envied for something that is not visible. The resistance you experience is proportional to the disruption your gift carries. Ordinary people are not envied. People who play small are not envied. The envy targets the ones who dared to imagine something greater and then actually built it. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. Do not dim your vision to avoid someone else's discomfort with their own unlived life. That is not humility. That is betrayal of yourself and of every person your gift was meant to reach. Stay rooted, stay building. The ones who are meant for you will not need you to be less. They will rise with you. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are right on time. There will be mornings when the vision feels impossibly far, when the work feels invisible, when you scroll past someone else's success and the old wound whispers that maybe you're not who you thought you were. In those moments, go back to the child, not to the pain, but to the wonder. The one who drew whole cities on notebook paper. The one who told stories to no one and believed them fully. The one who knew, without evidence, that they were here for something. That child was not wrong. They were early, and now you are the proof. Your healed imagination is not a personal luxury. It is a gift with an address. There are people waiting on the other side of your fear, your consistency, your willingness to keep creating when no one is watching. You don't get to stop. The world needs what only a healed chosen one can build, and only you can build yours. You were never meant to do this alone. There is a whole community of chosen ones, healers, builders, artists, and dreamers, who refuse to let the world talk them out of their gift. Where your imagination is honored, your vision is protected, and your becoming is celebrated. This is your invitation to step in. Your healed and creating, yin chosen ones, divine imagination, inner child healing, sacred creators, visionary mindset.